We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, I mean, shit I seen, send them off. Take a risk and take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and them teammates for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, yo, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out. If they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though?
Hey, kill! On red.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, run!
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Rams first down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
11, gun. Here we go.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Think right.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, kill. Red, on red. Hey, Ginger, touch.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, it's Jeanty. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
13, Luke. 30, 11. Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's taken in by Shavers. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Tomato. Think right. Hurt. Agate.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Baker going to change it up. Mayfield looks to throw. Now a left, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll audible to something else.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown. Juwan Jackson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, tomato. 30 left. Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This pass complete to Melton. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
13, 11, Agate. Take right open. Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Red. 30 left. Hey, Ginger. Jack.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Hey, I'm gun.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. That flag, that'll push them back 5. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Well, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Isaac Guerrero, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's going deep for Bateman. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Ashton Genty, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Open man downfield is Johnson. Here's Guerrero on first down. And he He's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Garendo. A pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We've looked at it as difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A handoff running right, Garendo. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 52 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Cowboys first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
A gain of 17.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. Here's Garendo. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Kings!
At the 2-yard line.
Alert! Point it right.
And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll run with Garendo. And this time he is in. Isaac Garendo. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
13 loose. 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's able to find Melton. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line and well short of the 1st down marker. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Mayfield to throw it this time. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Ready?
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Regular.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Juwan Johnson with career touchdown number 60. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A run straight ahead with Gentile. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more.
Gun. 11, Agate.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Take right open.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Mayfield to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Baker changing the play at the line.
Hey, alert 33. Alert, 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 alert. Regular.
Mayfield down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cooper Kupp, 27 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Set to kick off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Hey, run.
Lawrence will throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Gun. 11. Hey, kill. Kill. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Foyesade Aluakin able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First and 10.
Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Isaac Guerrero, 48 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Soko.
Well, the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Red on red. Go. Hey, change attack. Hurt. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Go. Let's go. Safe break.
Here we go on 4th down with Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Point it right. 180.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Pistol. Switch. Hey, what's up?
Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now Baker going to change it up.
Alert! What's up?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Good. 180. Run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Regular.
Now Mayfield. And it's caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Let's go.
Lawrence from his end zone on third and long. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. They go play action with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Very left. Same right. Hey, round 11, add it. And so go. High.
Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup of 38. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, kill. 11. Here we go.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This pass complete to Melton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
That's another Rams first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Rams.
Take right open. Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield under pressure, and they got to it again. Here's 3rd and quite a ways. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. On the give, Genty. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now it's Galindo. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, 133.
It's 2nd and 8.
Pistol. Rail.
Here's Mayfield. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. Pass the 20. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. That's to the pylon and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Set to kick off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Another Rams first down. A gain of 19 yards.
Here's Lawrence.
First down.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Second down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. That's taken in by Shavers. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Right, let's go.
Lawrence will throw. He's able to find Melton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, big, take right open.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
13, Luke. 11. Hey, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. This is caught at the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mayfield to throw it this time. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Baker changing the play at the line.
Kings! Not.
And again, it's Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. And off balance Nice throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hey, Lion!
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
23. Hey, Dicker. Hey, kill. Think right. 11, Agate.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, alert 33. 20.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
180.
Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Real.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw on the RPO hit and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Set to kick off.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Hey, alert 33. Regular. What's up?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Cowboys, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.